Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bourbon Bites, whiskey reviews with an 80s twist. I'm here on a very special Saturday night live stream with our good friend and super moderator Brandon.
What's up, guys?
Thank you for coming over and joining us. I'm so excited. It's been a minute since we've done one of these live streams.
Yeah.
We used to do them like pretty frequently. I feel like lately our schedules have just not really worked out. So very, very happy to be doing another one. This time it's going to be completely blind for both of us.
Yeah.
So we have no idea what's in front of us for the main flight. Now, we're going to have a couple pours before we get to our flight that I kind of teased this past Thursday's live stream. But we do have a blind flight provided to us by each of our spouses. So my husband picked some bottles, his wife picked some bottles, and they're pranking us. Not, I don't want to say pranking us.
Well, we'll see.
I feel like they might be pranking us. Our only restrictions were, please make an American whiskey and don't kill it. So my rules were, don't kill any bottles from my collection, which if you see my collection, most of these are my American. I do have some in the closet there too. These are all scotches. I'm like, we don't know scotch that well. Let's stick to American for tonight. So theoretically, these are all American whiskeys.
Yep.
So I'm really excited to do a blind. We're not going to do a gamify. We're just going to kind of just see how we do. I feel like we work well off each other. Like we're trying to guess things.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll say a note. I'm like, oh yeah. So we kind of pick up on that. So we're going to try doing that. But first, I did want to start out with a something that I teased last Thursday. Brandon actually had a bottle of an 8-year Wild Turkey 101 that was a Japan exclusive.
Yep.
So I have the 70th. So this is the one that I reviewed on my stream this past Thursday. This was the Jimmy Russell's 70th anniversary 8-year Wild Turkey 101. It's a new release as of this year. But a couple years, I don't know when it actually first came out, but you got this a couple years ago.
Yeah,
right?
I've had that one for a couple years. It's been out for a while.
Yeah, so this is a Wild Turkey 101 8-year. So same proof, same age statement. I'm really curious to see how these compare. So have you had them side by side before? Or
I haven't had them side by side, but I did have them, one after another, different days or whatever. And
you have an opinion. You have an opinion. Don't tell me the opinion yet. Yeah,
it's hard not to, but I do have an opinion. So.
So I'm excited. Like I said, it's totally different to do it side by side. Because I've reviewed the Jimmy Russell 70th at this point 3 times on my channel. First time by itself last Thursday compared to other Wild Turkey 101 products. So that was a whole new experience. So now I'm trying it with the same age statement side by side. So I'm really excited to see how that is. Stacy's here in the chat. 4 Leaf Whiskey. Hello, thank you for joining us. I know Saturday Night Live streams they seem unannounced unless you happen to watch the stream before. So I appreciate you tuning in and seeing us here. Is it good? I was going to get that Wild Turkey for my husband. Are you talking about the 70th or the Japan exclusive? 70th. I like it. I think for the price, you said it's around 45-ish. Well, it started out around 60.
I was going to say 55 or 60 was Total Wine Venmo prices, and then obviously out here in California for Costco it was $40.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have Costco back there or wherever you're at.
Yeah, so I think it's good. I don't think it's worth overpaying for it, but I think it is an improvement on classic Wild Turkey 101. That's why I'm really curious to see how it compares to this Japan exclusive. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a cool bottle too. 70th anniversary, only going to be released this year. Yeah. Although there are rumors, I think you were saying that they're going to do the 8-year age statement.
Yeah. So TTB did approve a label for Wild Turkey 8 years. So we'll see if that's going to move forward or how that's going to go. But I do like the 70th, and I do think it's definitely worth the $50 or $60 if you can get it. Yeah. Definitely get a bottle for yourself for sure.
Yeah. If nothing else, have it as a keepsake of the 70th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty awesome.
100%.
All right, so we're going to start with the 70th anniversary from Japan. Or sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
How much have you had to drink?
Just what we had. I had to go to a couple breweries earlier. So the 8-year Wild Turkey 101, Japan exclusive. There may have been other countries that potentially had it. I know it's
correct.
I get confused between travel exclusive, Japan exclusive. I know Japan gets a hell of a lot of turkey. They get so many products. I think I had a 13-year Wild Turkey from Japan. And then if you watch my stream on Thursday, I had a 12-year Wild Turkey from Japan. I think it was from Japan as well. So it's they do a lot out there. So I'm a little jealous, but
make some good stuff.
They really do. I just feel like it's a little annoying when the age shaded stuff gets out of the U.S. and then we're stuck with the non-age shaded. So
exactly.
Oh, that's nice. It's
just light spice, almost like honey.
Yeah, it's a little different than what I typically associate with Wild Turkey 101 notes, which is interesting because I think the 70th was more classic Wild Turkey.
Mm-hmm. It just smells rich though.
Yeah, rich.
It's not as thin as regular Turkey 101.
To me, it's like creme brulee. I'm thinking like a creme brulee, like that toasted kind of sugar crust on something like a dessert.
Mm-hmm. Some spice.
Yeah, No, I mean that smells great.
I'm diving in. Let's go.
Let's go. Buddy. Cheers, and cheers to you guys.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's not like totally unfamiliar where I'm like, what is this? It's more of like, no, this is familiar. It's just like a different take on what I'm used to with like wild turkey.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it's like more cinnamon. To me, it's more cinnamon forward than like other wild turkeys that I've had. Because I always feel like I've always said like wild turkey has a spice to it, like I say baking spice, but like this one is standing out to me personally as cinnamon right now. It's like maybe it's because it's fall. I'm in a fall mood. Maybe I'm feeling like the cinnamon, like the But like, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. It's very spice forward. It's familiar. It's something different. It's not bad, but it's different.
Yeah. Do you remember like what the price? Like, let's say you bought this in Japan, translated to U.S. dollars, like roughly.
I think it was honestly like 30 or 40.
Okay.
Like it was very reasonable price.
That's what I would think so too. Again, now if you're buying it locally, like secondary or whatever, that's going to be up.
Then that's
So I know I mentioned this on my stream on Thursday. The 12 year that I tried on Thursday, locally the nearest store to me sells it for 200. You said there's some places that have it for like 150.
130, 150, 130.
A little bit better, but still, it's like, oh, that's a little tough to say for this product that's supposed to sell for.
Yeah. Well, that's why we were joking, because obviously, like the 70th turkey is 8 years, and retail say was 55, 60. If they do an 8 year, what's the price going to be? Is it going to be in between regular 101 and the 70th?
Or they're going to replace the 101 with the 8 year? We'll see. We don't know.
I'm hoping. I'd be stoked about that if they were replacing it, because 8 year age state turkey 101 for $20, $25.
I mean, they could. I mean, just think like Knob Creek, they took away the age statement and they put it back on it. It's like it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Would they do it?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But
Buds is here. Animated is here. It's good to see you. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you in the chat, but it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Steve said I was talking about the 70th. Sorry, ran to the basement for another poor Nulu. We were talking about Nulu. Actually, I had a Nulu I did a movie night last night with my Patreon community. We watched Uncle Buck, which I'd never seen it. Have you seen it? Yeah, it's a classic 80s comedy. There were elements that I liked. There were also elements that like I didn't really care for, but it was fun to watch it with patrons. And I made a Nulu toasted rye old fashioned. It was delicious. Was it good? Really, really good. I'd never used it for an old fashioned. Or sorry, I said old fashioned. Manhattan. Okay. It was a Manhattan, which was even better because the whiskey stood out so much. So I loved it. They can't replace regular 101. It's so cheap.
That's what I'm saying. Stay cheap.
But if they keep the same, but
that's what I'm saying. If they're doing age statement, my assumption is if they replace it, they're going to up the price. Or are they going to leave it alone with the two different prices? Like that's what the talk's about. That's what the conversation's about. Yeah.
But I feel like the average consumer might be confused by that because it's like 101, the 101 8 year. They're like, but it's 101. That's like
but then different prices, like, maybe 20 versus 30 or however they're gonna do it. So
Uncle Bug is so funny. The big pancake, the big pancake scene was pretty iconic. People kept warning me in the chat like, oh, wait for the pancake scene. So yeah. It was very like again. I did like some moments from it. It was a little too like cheesy 80s comedy for me. But I like the family element of it, like the relationships. That's always a plus for me. But it was fun to watch. All right, do you want to compare to the 70th?
Yeah, let's do the 70th right afterwards and see. Okay. Oh, like see, like this is so much darker and like denser to me.
The 70th?
Yeah, the 70th. Like it's not almost like not as hot, not as thin.
I'm getting a whole opposite experience than you. Interesting. Okay. To me, this one is drinking. It's drinking lighter and thinner. Nosing.
I was like, you're drinking already?
No. To me, this is vanilla. This is caramel. This is classic wild turkey. And I said that on my stream on Thursday. I was like, this is classic wild turkey with a little extra like oomph to it. Whereas I felt like for me personally, that 8 year, the 101, from Japan. It drank like a whole different whiskey.
But now, like I wanted to tell you at the beginning, is that to me, it's almost night and day between these two bottles, even though they're both 8 years.
Oh, they're very, very different.
But yet 8 years, that's what I'm like. So maybe the rumors about the 70th are true, is that he did use higher age than 8 years.
It's hot and thin. Now, this is just on the nose. Like, we've not tasted it.
We haven't tasted it yet.
But I think it's weird to say thin on the nose, but like I feel like there's a certain quality to it. It's like, I think it's when the ethanol is like really like up in the nose, like immediately hits you.
It just doesn't smell rich. It's hard to describe that,
But well, it could be on the palate. Let's try it. Cheers,
buddy. Cheers. It has not been on the ballot though.
More oaky, definitely more oaky.
Yeah.
Finishes longer, for sure.
It's almost like savory.
Yeah, I get that. Like a little bit. Yeah,
almost like smoky, almost like barbecue. Almost.
Not nearly as sweet. I would say on the nose, I got sweetness on it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely no sweet on the palate.
It's crazy how different these are.
But that's what I'm saying. They're both 8 years, so that's why I'm just like.
Maybe it's just the difference in like what they put out, a couple years ago versus what they put out this year.
Yeah. Well, like I said, to be fair, there are rumors of guys talking that the 70th had 12-year stuff in it or 10 years, but because again, it's only age. It has to be minimum 8 years.
Right. Exactly.
So.
Okay, Stacey with it. She said, "I totally agree. Whiskey can smell thin." Okay. I'm not
so
going
we're not
crazy. Yeah. Yeah. But now I kind of want to go back to. Let's go back to the Japanese one. To me, this is more in line with what I would expect. Maybe like even a Russell's. Like I don't know. To me, it's like a more cherry, more fruity.
Yeah, almost getting like a candy note to it now.
Yeah.
But again, so this one now, going back to the Japan one, I don't know if I would pick this as turkey on the nose in a blind. With how much it's changed?
I wouldn't. I think the 70th I would pick up on as a turkey.
I'm getting a lot of fruit.
Yeah. The closest turkey product I can relate to is maybe a Russell's, but it almost reminds me of like, do I want to say Barton? I'm trying to think back like what other like fruity. It's not like a Buffalo Trace fruitiness to me, at least. I'm not getting that. It's more of like a.
It's almost like a red fruit, kind of like Four Roses, but not.
Oh,
not as like not as heavily floral, not as heavily fruited.
No, I could. If you told me that was Four Roses, I'm like, yeah, that's probably Four Roses. I would agree with you.
Yeah.
I think the 70th is more classic wild turkey. This is more of a unique flavor profile, which is maybe why they took it to Japan, right? Both are great. I mean, I think you said like retail about 40 for each of them, 45.
That's what I'm saying. I honestly buy one and then decide for yourself if you want to back up, but definitely buy one for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a great start. I'm hoping we're maybe going to go uphill, maybe we go downhill. We'll see what we're going to drink. Again, for those of you just tuning in, we were doing a blind flight for the rest of the stream, picked by our spouses. We don't know what they are. We know they're supposedly American whiskeys. We'll find out.
We'll see.
But I'm excited. Yeah. So thank you all for tuning in. I see Beach Sand Bourbon is here. Hello, good to see you. And cheers to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I technically scheduled the stream for 6 p.m. I started a little early, so people might tune in a bit late. We were just sitting here. I'm like, we're drinking anyways. Let's just go live. Yeah.
Exactly. We're not in any rush, so we can sit here and simmer. But yeah. But on the flip side it's splitting hairs. Maybe one day you'll prefer the 70th, one day you'll prefer the Japan. But again, in a heartbeat, I would gladly buy a backup of these in a heartbeat. Yeah. Especially for the price.
Yeah. Well, and we were talking a little bit. Were we streaming? Yeah, we were talking about the 8-year like coming back.
Oh, we did the TCB.
We talked about it a little bit before the stream and then a little bit on it. So we've been talking about it for a while. So you guys heard most of it. It's like what are they going to do? Like pricing? Is this going to be the new norm? We don't know. Yeah. There's no confirmed information about.
The only confirmed information is that
there will be
approved label. Yes, that's the only information we know right now.
So I'd be very curious to see if this is going to be the new norm. If so, I'm happy. It's good that the Jimmy Russell 70th. Like if that's the new wild turkey flavor profile.
I'd be stoked, but on the flip side is it's supposed to be an anniversary release, so I want it to be different.
Yeah.
But
well, especially because it's not like a special bottle. It's literally this exact. It's the same bottle.
Same bottle, just different label at the bottom. That's literally a different neck tag.
Yeah. So, well, I still have my I have a Wild Turkey 101. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I have a 101 mini bottle signed by Jimmy Russell up there. That's still my special.
I've gone to Kentucky last 3 years in a row, and I still miss him every year. So
I wasn't planning
to try and get one.
I didn't expect to see him, but we went to Wild Turkey and like he was there. I was like, holy shit. Well, we were leaving, and then I saw a car pull up, and everyone was kind of looking. And then I saw his wife. I saw his wife get out, and then I saw him. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna because I wasn't gonna buy anything. I was like, I don't need to buy anything. You ever had Wild Turkey?
Yeah.
Then I came like, screw it, I'm buying Wild Turkey 101. Yeah.
Yep.
And it was such a cool experience. So that's still my special. I will probably buy a backup of this just to have. But love it.
I was like, definitely check Costco because they're still floating around. If not, let me know if I go to Costco like tomorrow or next week. I'll shoot you a text and be like, hey dude, it's $43 out the door. I'll get you one.
Yeah, but since the damn time change. Oh wow, we started early. Yeah, I mean that too. But also you drove in for a good ways away. So.
Yeah.
The 70th was $50 in Ohio, but it was allocated.
Yeah, it technically is allocated because I was trying to get the new Coy Hill at Bevmo, and they're like, oh no, we don't have that allocated. We have this allocated Wild Turkey 70th. And I'm like, I already have a bottle. I'm good. Thanks.
Coy Hill Wild Turkey 70th. Yeah. That's a very different product. Yeah. Yeah, so I will say for my bottle of it, I paid 60 for it because it was when it first hit California. I actually bought it from you. That like
it was for another friend.
You bought it for another friend.
Found a bottle, so then he sold it to you. So
so I was happy to pay that for the first time to try it. But I don't know if I would pay that again for it. But with it being around 45 ish, I would probably buy another one. So
yeah.
Beachside Bourbon said I saw a Wild Turkey 70th today at the store, but didn't pull the trigger. Yeah, it depends on the price.
I was gonna say price is what is gonna hedge a little bit, or at least make you question.
Stacey said my husband loves Wild Turkey. Jimmy wasn't there when we were there. Again, I think there's Facebook groups that track. It's like a Jimmy tracker.
I need to join one of those Jimmy trackers, man, because I've been there all different days, Saturday, Sunday, all different days of the week, and I was never there.
Yeah, we just got there. We got really lucky, I guess, one time. Sugar Kitty's here. Meow to you. Cheers to you, my friend. Shall we get into our blinds?
I guess let's do it. Do you want to take all the challenge coins off, or you want to do one at a time?
We can take them all off. Why not? All right. So yeah, we put little challenge coins on each of them because they poured them a few minutes before we went live.
Okay.
All right. So again, we're not really making a competition on this. This is just more for fun. We'll see what we do.
Fun stream or whatever. And then don't forget, if you guys want to check Discord,
they
posted the
thank
what
you.
we're drinking.
Yeah, thank you for the reminder. So if you guys are curious about the answer key before we reveal it, let me share this link with you guys in the chat. This is our Discord server, which, by the way, is an awesome community of fellow whiskey-loving friends. Most of the people you usually see in our chats here are on the Discord. So join us over there. We're hanging out all days of the week. But tonight especially, we put an answer key to tonight's flight in the lounge with the TV icon, and it says Bourbon Bites on it. If you go to that channel and you go to the very bottom, there's going to be little spoilers. So A equals blank, B equals blank. Those are the answer keys to what we're drinking. Now, I do ask, if you are going to the Discord, please don't share this in the chat if you're watching live. We don't know the answers. We have no idea what we're drinking.
Not a clue.
So please don't reveal it. But if you are curious, you want a little sneak peek, we're going to reveal them at the end,
of course, yeah.
But if you are, you're curious as we're tasting through these and you want to know, go check out Discord, and that's where you'll find your answer. But also join the community there. It's a really great community.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
All right. You ready to get started?
I guess let's just get started. Let's go into A. Just see what we got going on. Feel free to let us know what you guys are sipping on the chat, too.
Yeah, for sure. Stacey said I let my husband pour me a Scotch blind. First pour was Lafroy 10. He was immediately fired. Yeah, that's not a good starter. When you're trying to do a blind, you don't want to start with a Lafroy. That's kind of fry your palate.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
It's it's dark but familiar. I can't put my finger on it.
It's different. It's not screaming bourbon to me.
No, and it's very muted. It's very one note.
To me, I'm thinking American single malt on first nose.
I was almost gonna go almost like a double barrel, almost bourbon, almost
there's something,
a double oak.
Something different for sure.
Yeah, because I'm starting to get a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah, I would say I don't love the nose on it. I'll be honest. I mean, it's probably from my collection. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
I was gonna say, to me, I need to taste it before because I'm nosing it. I'm it smells familiar, but I don't know about tasting it yet.
To me, it's so dark. It's almost like an American single malt. I'm thinking just first guess.
What kind of single malts do you have?
I only have a couple.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna take a first guess, my guess is probably gonna be the there's the Jim Beam one. What they did, the Claremont Steep. I had a bottle of that.
One.
It was Jim Beam's attempt at an American single malt. Sometimes I'm in the mood for it, sometimes I'm not. But I'm pretty sure I drain poured that bottle, so I'm pretty sure it's not that. Gone. But that's kind of what it is giving on the nose. So I'm not.
Well, now I'm just thinking about where you said on Thursdays. This almost reminded me of tea. I don't know why.
Oh, a tea note? Okay.
A tea note.
Really dark tea, over steep tea.
Yeah,
maybe.
but I'm crap. Now is it going to be a toasted bourbon? Because usually
it could be.
So.
Bud's is drinking on some Trader Joe's sparkling Honeycrisp juice. Okay,
cool.
I'm getting apple notes. Okay,
I hope
makes
so.
sense. Beachside Bourbon is sipping on a Buffalo Trace that is wildly pure butterscotch. Oh man,
ooh, that sounds good.
I miss the Buffalo Trace store picks. I would say the Buffalo Trace store picks. I absolutely
one
love.
Of those in
years. But when I have them, I always buy them.
Oh, yeah.
They're really good. Sugar Kitty said, "I only had one sample and I have a frog in my throat. What's wrong with this picture?"
I don't know if I understand that.
Is this like a riddle? Should I be solving it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Long Branch.
Oh.
But we both were whoa, okay.
Minute. Crap.
McConaughey has a tequila now. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Of course he does.
It could be, honestly, it could be Long Branch. I don't know. It's been so long since I've had that.
I want to say I've had it at least once, but I don't remember it, honestly.
I've only had it at a whiskey tasting event that had their lineup there. I've never bought it.
Yeah.
So You ready for a trace? Oh, frog Lefroy. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. You
All
ready
right.
to try it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
To the chat. Oh my god.
I still think it's American single malt. It's different. It's very grain forward. It's like barley. I'm getting the barley so much.
I was almost gonna say, to me, it almost tasted like a bourbon, like finishing Scotch barrels or something. But again, now with your single malt,
I think it's the barley, yeah. But the weird thing, like,
that's what's kind of
they totally can't
to
look
look.
at our collection. I know. I have very few American single malts because not that I don't. There are some that I really like, but the ones that I really like are very pricey and they're very limited. I don't own any of those. The only ones that I own are like, I think I have a. I'm trying to think what I have. I have a Bullet single malt. Maybe it could be a Bullet single malt. That's a. It's sourced from Indiana.
Yeah, because now that you said that, now it's all I can pick up is the malts.
It's so much. I mean, it could be a rye. I don't know.
think it's a rye. Usually I have a pretty good nose for rice.
Yeah.
I usually don't like ryes,
Right.
but
I'll have to say I don't love that.
no, it's
buttery. I'm getting like a buttery like.
But I mean, it's got legs. You see?
Yeah,
that?
that's what I'm saying.
So-
It has a body. It's not thin. I will say
No,
it is thicker.
It's got good spice to it, but
The flavor profile is not quite my jam.
it's kind of almost one noted, almost a little bit.
Like I almost feel like I don't want to say Dickel because like Dickel, but it has some of those like buttery.
Yeah.
I don't think I really even have any Dickel. Honestly, I should not be thinking about my collection, and I know you brought some stuff too. So
That's not from mine, and I'd be surprised if it
okay. Yeah, I don't love it, but you know what? We'll come back and we'll guess it. We're gonna taste through these all the way.
Yeah.
We're gonna rank them. Each individual rank them, and then we're gonna try to guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
what
you
each
want to do a
one are.
bottle guess or whatever, like that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
It's very casual blind flight.
I know we did like a Matt Madness training at one point, but the Matt Madness like kind of didn't really happen this year, which I think Matt's been up to like a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
are you ready to move on to B?
Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully it's all up from here.
Oh, okay. This smells good. I'm already feeling better.
What in the world?
Oh wait, what is your reaction?
I don't know. Like, I almost want to say potpourri, but
Oh, okay.
like floral.
I would say that, but I'm getting to me
Like-
my first thought is Knob Creek. I'm getting like Jim Beam peanut butter on the nose. First impression.
I was getting floral grass.
Okay, that's very different. Okay.
When you said Jim Beam Nuttiness, I'm like, I don't have any Jim Beam Nuttiness. What are you drinking over there? We have different glasses.
Brad's in the chat. He said, "Is this a rare Saturday Night Live stream?" It is. It is.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, whenever Brandon's up here, I'm happy to do a live stream.
Brad?
It's always a good time. So good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, people talking about different peanut butter. Wait, Natterjack. What is Natterjack? Castro. Is it butter cookies?
Huh.
I thought Natterjack was like a flavored whiskey. Am I?
I don't make. Is it one of the honey ones?
Y'all, fill us in. Fill us in the chat.
Oh.
But cast strength flavored whiskey is kind of.
That'd be interesting.
The only one I've had was What is the Texas distillery that's really overpriced that I always kind of complain about? Garrison Brothers. Yeah. So they had the honey one. They're
Okay.
What is that one called? It has a name.
Isn't it honey?
It has a specific name,
Okay.
but they had a cast strength one I had a chance to try, which was really fun. But I could not imagine paying the prices for it. Oh, Natterjack is an Irish whiskey. Look at us, guys! Like
way wrong.
I was thinking like Nutter Butter. I don't know. I was in the whole flavored whiskey
Nutter
world.
butter.
I did it. So if y'all missed it, I did a flavored whiskey stream about 3 weeks ago or so. So I thought we were still in that territory. Natterjack is Irish named after their native frog. Wow, all this frog talk.
All frog talk. Yeah.
I know.
It's all because of the little frog. Yeah, the frog.
I like the nose on this a lot. It's very sweet. You don't love it. It's grassy.
It's almost now it's kind of gone away. Now it's kind of changed, almost like buttery,
okay. And
like spicy buttery.
disclaimer: we have different flavor profiles that we typically enjoy, and that's fine. Like
Yeah.
As
Why
long
do you
as
think we have so many bottles?
yeah, exactly.
So
All right, what's up, Doug? Good to see you, man. All right, well, cheers to you.
Cheers.
We're gonna try sample
Indeed.
B. Again, answers are on our Discord server. Oh, that's thinner than I thought.
but it's got spice.
I like the flavor. It just drinks lower proof. It's drinking like an 85-ish proof at the most.
It almost drinks like a rye.
Oh, a rye? Oh,
Like on the
Okay.
back end. I was almost gonna be like, watch me the Elijah Craig rye that we had earlier. We started our night with, but I was like, I don't get that on the nose though. I'm getting
Yeah.
toasted on the nose.
yeah, that was definitely toasted for
Yeah.
yeah. And I don't have the regular electric egg rye either.
Yeah, man.
I love the nose on this. So the palate kind of let me down a little bit on first taste. I'm gonna go back for another taste though.
Is it a boo rye?
Probably not because I don't have one.
Oh, I was like, that'd be interesting. You look at mixed bottles.
They wouldn't have
kind
done
of
that.
ingenious, honestly, though. It'd be kind of ingenious.
I see where you're going with the rye.
Like on the finish, like
Oh, for me the rye's up front, but it's still that rye character, the grassy thing that you were getting.
yeah.
I can see this being a rye, but a lower proof rye. Like I'm thinking like it doesn't taste like an Indiana rye though, because I love Indiana rye. To me, I would guess maybe like a Kentucky rye, maybe like Old Overhold or something like a.
I was almost gonna go towards that Penelope, like that toasted rye, because remember it wasn't that much toast on it.
And I think that's a Kentucky rye. Yeah. I think if I remember correctly, so I can.
But I remember being higher proof in this because I'm with you. This has got to be like 90, 95 maybe proof.
Yeah,
like it's got to be low.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 90 at the most. For me, I'm like 90 at the most, but like.
It's got a good finish.
I like it. I like the flavor. Now, if you told me this is like a $150 bottle, then I'd be like, no, screw that. But I'm like,
you have $150 rye. This is low proof.
I wouldn't pay for it, but
yeah.
you know.
Oh, look at man, that thing's got legs for days too.
Yeah, no, it's good. I would definitely not.
But then bottle guess, I don't have a clue.
We're gonna be so bad at this.
Oh, I know. I mean, I guess like you're saying. I guess.
Well, I thought wait, hold on. But the Knob Creek, there is a Knob Creek rye.
There was the Boo Rye. The Knob Creek Brew. I thought
right.
you had that.
I already finished that.
Oh,
so I know we don't have that.
Like,
but not. I think I might have a Knob Creek the 10-year rye, which I really loved.
But is that? I thought that was 110 proof.
The 10-year rye?
Yeah.
I think it's only 100.
Oh, I'm
the
not...
Boo Rye is 113.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I like that. I think it needs more oomph to it.
More oomph.
Yeah. All right, let's go into C.
Now I'm all worried that watching it be a rye, watch it be like...
I think it's a rye. I think you're onto something there.
I am so bad at this game, but I don't
care.
I
me
love
too.
it. I love it, though.
But especially when it's totally blind. Like, you don't even know what we're drinking.
No. But again, it's all... you're like me. You don't have bad bottles. It's all
right,
stuff,
yeah.
So...
Beach Sand Bourbon said, hit that like button. Yes, thank you all for tuning in again for a Saturday stream.
Saturday.
So I know, like I said, I knew it was going to be a smaller turnout. It's kind of like a random thing, but I like doing it when I have a chance. Why not hang out with you guys? So
hang out and drink some good bourbon.
Yes, hit the thumbs up, though. All right, C.
Almost like sweet lemon.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say...
like almost like pine salt, almost like...
It's a bourbon note, but it's like... less of the sugary caramel, but more of like the brighter.
Yeah. I was say like candied lemon. That's what I was going.
Lemon,
for. Like
No,
lemon.
I'm thinking like a lemon bar, like a lemon tart. Okay, yeah,
exactly. Hey, Swanee, I
What's
missed
up,
you, buddy.
Swan? Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in on a
He calls
Saturday.
me out. He knows me. I met him. He just exists, by the way.
Okay.
Just for everyone in the chat.
I've met him too. Okay, it's been years, but
he does exist.
He does exist.
They do exist. Sorry, it's
I do like the nose. I like this. Very different though.
Ah, it reminds me of Jim Beam nuttiness. That's
really? Interesting. I got Jim Beam on B, but like maybe I'm wrong.
Like that's what it reminds me of. This is almost like a Jim Beam product on the nose.
Oh, okay. But
that's
like
what I'm leaning towards.
A younger Jim Beam product, maybe.
Watch it be the 7-year.
It could be that, or I have an old tub as well.
I hope it's not Old Tub. I didn't like Old Tub. Dude, it was on clearance at High Times for $9.
Okay. I bought it not that cheap, but
yeah, it was $9. Like no, it was still sitting there. People weren't buying it.
I like the nose though. We'll see how it is. Let's go for a try. Cheers.
I think you're right though. So you said that.
Well, you think it's Old Tub? It drinks higher proof than B. B we said was around 90, so that puts it right in the 100, which would be Old Tub.
And it tastes familiar.
I think but I also think it could be the Jim Beam 7-year, which is 90 proof.
I don't remember. I only had the one time with you, and I don't remember it being that.
He said, "I have indeed met both of you."
Right? Yeah, like that bright or that nutty. I don't remember.
I'm glad I have you because I don't think I would have guessed that, but I think it might be right. I think it might be Old Tub. We'll see. We'll come back through.
Well, because it's funny because like if you're like me, usually when you dislike a bottle for whatever reason, it stands out. So if someone ever pours it for you, like, oh, it's whatever.
See, to me, that one I didn't necessarily dislike Old Tub, but I didn't love it. Like I wasn't gonna go buy. Yeah. The bottle I have is the same bottle I've had for 2-3 years probably. Yeah. All right. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, watch me be totally wrong. Sorry if I'm changing your mind.
It's Lefroy. Just kidding.
Oh, I hope not.
All right, D.
That looks really dark compared to the first 3 that we had.
Oh, I think based on the nose, very different. This is very much like
now we're getting somewhere.
My gut instinct is like it's either like an electric barrel proof or something high proof bourbon-y.
It doesn't nose that high proof though, honestly.
I don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna be high proof.
But it smells.
Oh, you know what it could be?
delicious.
You know what it could be also? I don't have any of that on the shelf, but it almost smells like the high proof light whiskeys, like the Obtaniums.
But yeah, but the Obtaniums usually aren't that dark.
You're right. That's the point. Yeah. If it is Obtanium, it's a blend of the Canadian and the.
I wonder if this is a no. I was like, at first I was like, oh, this is the heart release makers, and I'm like, no, I don't remember that
too
nose.
hot. Yeah.
Well, we haven't drank it yet, but I don't remember.
Sorry, I'm
like,
sorry, it noses too hot. Usually with weeded bourbons, to me, they don't nose nearly as hot as they are.
But it noses too. This is the best nose so far. I'm sorry, this is the best.
It
nose.
is. I agree. I agree. To me, it noses like a Canadian light whiskey. Not maybe not Canadian, but just a light whiskey. That really sweet vanilla to me on the nose.
Yeah, but it's darker. That's why I'm not thinking like usually like the light whiskey like hits you with the proof.
Yeah.
Usually.
I mean, just the first thing that jumps in my mind is like Obtanium, Alberta Premium, but it, like you said, it is darker than that would be. So
I don't know. But again, it smells familiar.
It
Whatever
does.
It is,
Yeah,
it smells
No, I
familiar,
think both of us. Yeah. I mean, you've tried most of the things I have on my shelf.
That's
so.
what I'm thinking. I'm like, crap. What is it? What is it? I'm like, I don't know yet. Like, I need to do a taste comparison to those to see.
Beach Sand Bourbon said I had some Old Tub at a bottle share. Wasn't a fan. Yeah, I think it's a very like. I don't say controversial.
Entry level bottle.
I don't think people love Old Tub. I'm not seeing anyone that like absolutely loves it. It's the best thing ever. But then they do say Make a Smart Heart Release is a great bottle. Yeah, we actually both have a bottle of it. Yeah. Brandon brought it to share. I'm like, oh, I already have it already. Oh, I love the nose. Let's go.
Cheers. I have an idea what the bottle might be now. Cheers.
Oh,
everyone.
different from what I've been saying. Okay.
Yeah, different than both of us were saying.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Wow.
Okay. It hit me. I'm pretty sure I know it.
Oh, okay. You're confident.
Yeah, because as soon as it opened, Stag Junior. This reminds me of the Stag Junior. Because it's got that dark fruit note.
I don't get that at all, but for clarification, the Stag Junior, the only one we have, he brought. I have not tried your bottle. So maybe you're familiar with that. To me, this personally doesn't taste like Stag Junior. To me, this tastes like a high proof light whiskey, maybe Canadian, like an Obtanium or a Alberta Premium is my guess. I'm not getting I always get cherry on Stag Junior, and I don't get that.
But I'm getting now it's like opening up. I'm kind of getting like oak.
Which counteracts my opinion, because most Canadian or light whiskey aren't very oak forward.
No, but either way, this does drink hot though.
It's
like
hot.
I'm shooting at least 130 proof, not higher. Like at least. Like,
I was guessing 125-ish, so yeah, right around the same point. Sugar Kitty said, if you said a light whiskey blend, I know exactly what I would think of, but I better not give you any ideas. Swan said, I actually like the original Old Tub that was at the gift shop. Yes, I have had that one.
I think I have one of those Swan that I think I got from one of the guys in the group.
Oh, really? Come into the
Old
Knob
Tub.
Creek. Yeah, the Knob Creek 375. I don't like the widely available release. Yeah. Again, the only reason I have it is because I bought it when it first came out, and I've just been sitting on the bottle, honestly. I like that. I think that might be my number one or number two so far. I'm still gonna go with the whole like light whiskey Canadian kind of thing. That's just my guess. You could be right though. I'm not.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm thinking it's hot, man.
Well, Stag Junior's hot.
I know. I'm just thinking in my head. I'm like, okay, so if you wanted to go on that path of American or Canadian, what bottles do we have that they would pour?
I do have some Obtaniums. They're not like on the shelf. If they went in my closet over there, then they may have grabbed some of those. I do have some blends. I have the there was the blend that was done for Kira's dad, the special release for him that Gene Nassif did, and that was a blend of American and I think it was like American rye and Canadian. Then I had the Nassif Reserve, which is also a blend of American and Canadian. So maybe that's 107 proof, but I think that drink's hotter than that.
That drink's way hotter than 107. Yeah. I'm starting to lean towards what you're saying with it being an American, because the more I'm nosing it now, it's almost getting hotter the longer it's been sitting out and breathing. Sugar
Kitty says light whiskey usually doesn't go that oaky until like 20 years old. Made in Alberta, but the other distillery would be Palliser, also known as Black Velvet. Oh, well, I don't think if it's Canadian and it's not Alberta Premium, I don't have it. Like I just know my collection.
Yeah,
I like it. I do. It's so hot though. We can come back to it. Let's go on to E. Let's see what we can do. Swan said, my girlfriend is at Disneyland at the moment. I should have gone, but then went over to hang out for the stream. Disneyland stream. I mean, I assume you mean Disney World, because like Disneyland's like we could go to Disneyland right now.
I was like, dude, if you're in Disneyland,
like let us know. Yeah, like we can drive down. Disney World. Well, Swan, we're glad you're here. But yeah, let's go eat. Ooh, I like that too.
I know I laugh, but I feel like none of these bottles are mine.
Surely they would have picked one of yours. I don't know.
I mean, maybe this one is, but I'm just like joking because I'm like, crap. I know, obviously, like I don't know though.
Oh, Swan said she's in California, dude. She could
And
have come
you didn't
join
go-
us.
And Swan didn't
She's
come.
like 25 minutes like from us, like 30 minutes at the most. Like she could
Not
totally come.
cool, Swan. Not cool.
Well, I wish you were here, but all good. Polyster was using cat's eye. Oh, the magic.
Eye.
Oh, I did have one of those. I think I killed it already, but Sure, don't spoil. If you know the answers, don't spoil it for us. Okay, that could be it. It's a
Cat's
rye
Eye
blend.
Distiller, yeah.
It's a rye blend of like a 20-year-old Canadian rye and like a American rye as well.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not my bottle, so I definitely don't know.
I'm pretty sure I killed it. But
Because I only have a few Americans left anymore, and those things are high. I didn't bring any, so it's not mine.
I like this E though. I like the nose.
This is almost again like on the nose. It's kind of reminding me of like a Makers, like the wood finishing series, like how it's like.
This one I was gonna say is more rich, like a tea. You said tea earlier.
Yeah, it's more mellow.
I could see it being Makers, or like I even have a Larceny barrel proof that it could potentially be as well.
Yeah, I was like, you're like me. It's like you need a taste to make sure to see which direction you're going.
It smells like it could be high proof, but it's not. The ethanol is not like
no, not like on D. So
yeah. All right, you want to try it?
Yeah,
all right, cheers, y'all.
Cheers in the chat.
I think that could be Makers. I think that's a Makers. It's my guess. Oaky has a lot more character than standard Makers, but like I think it's still a weeded bourbon. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Now next thing is which Makers, but
I would say I don't think it's the heart, only because this is my opinion. I had it last night on my hangout.
Wow, actually how it is.
No, I had it on my hangout last night, and I got a different flavor profile. I think this could be the cellar. You brought a Maker's Mark cellar release. Yeah. I've not had that one. This tastes like Maker's Mark, but to be fair, I also have some cast strength Maker's Marks in my closet there. So
that'd be funny.
I think it's Maker's Mark. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I was like that from the nose. I thought Makers, but I thought it was
that or Larceny. It could be Larceny too, though. I think it's a weeded bourbon. I think it could
be Larceny.
Definitely not a rye. It's not a rye.
No, it's
bourbon.
not a rye.
Not a rye or a rye forward bourbon is my guess.
Man.
It's high proof for sure.
But it's getting more ethanol-y the longer I'm nosing it.
Oh, that's like to me 100% Makers. I'm like I feel like I could. It's a very clear flavor profile to me, and that's a Maker's flavor profile.
Wow.
Prescription Bourbon says, cheers, Clifton and Brandon and all. Cheers to you. B. Sam Bourbon said, I get more oak on BRT01 than the BEP.
I was almost going to bring the BEP over, but...
Did I have that one? I don't know if I had that one.
It was from 2023, I believe.
I don't think I had it.
Man. I don't know. I think it is Makers, but I'm still splitting hairs if it's a cellar aged or if it's the heart.
The heart. Or one of the other ones.
Or one of the other ones.
Cast strength, yeah. Because I think I have a private slut in there, a cast strength.
Yeah. I'm with you. Honestly, I don't think it's cellar aged. I don't think it's the heart. I think it's one of those private selects. Is what I think it is.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Because it's darker, so it's got to be a private select. It's not like a cast strength.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I have had the heart. I don't think it's the heart. I've not had the cellar age, but you've had the cellar age, and you don't think it's that either.
No.
So maybe a private select Makers or a cat, like something. My backup guess is like Larceny barrel proof. I don't know, but yeah. I'm feeling Makers with this one.
Oh, that was what my mind jumped to. As soon as I nosed, I was like, it had to be Makers, and it was going to be one of the cellar aged products.
Yeah. All right, you ready to start trying to rank these, and then we'll go back with our final guesses.
Yeah.
We're gonna each have we're gonna have our own rankings, of course. We have different flavor profiles.
Let's be fair. I think we're both in agreement that C is last.
I don't know. I went back to A. I'm like, I went back to A.
Oh man,
this was a weird one.
Yeah.
I think A is my last.
Grape nuts. Sweet grape nuts.
What the fuck is a grape nut?
Cereal? You haven't seen grape nuts? Google it. That's what cows used to eat. Like grape nuts. Like literally, everyone in the chat knows what grape
You said
nuts are.
cereal and then you said
Did it?
cows. I'm
Well,
very
that's
confused.
the joke, but it's a cereal. Say breakfast cereal.
Grape nuts.
Say grape nuts. I'm not nuts.
Poop like a champion.
No, not poop like a champion.
Grape nuts is a brand of breakfast. I've never in my life heard of this. It's General Foods and Craft. Wow. Mystery Science Theater. Is that where you got it from?
No, I got it from the store.
Okay. Grape nuts. I'm not even joking. I've never in my life heard of this. Okay, well, that's a thing. Apparently people know grape nuts is a cereal.
See? Thank you.
I've never heard of it. I apologize. It was a
Thank you.
70s thing. Okay,
Yeah.
You're older than me.
Not by much, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know grape nuts. Okay, I'm putting C and A and C are both like. I don't love them. Grape nuts are like. Oh wait, C's better to me. Going back to it. Grape nuts are like rocks. Were they hard?
Yeah, they're like hard. Yeah, like little BBs.
Ooh.
Like, yeah, no, it was not good. I didn't eat it. I think my parents ate it.
Well, I was gonna say,
someone ate
I love Raisin Bran, which is like an old people cereal.
yeah,
I love
Bran's
Raisin
good.
Bran.
Yeah, no, grape nuts is like, that's why I was joking. Like, it's like for horses, because literally it's like chewing.
Oh.
It's all crunchy and everything.
And then Beach Sense said like eating gravel.
Mm-hmm.
I've just never had it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So C, my initial reaction, I didn't love C, but going back through, it's coming around. It's coming around. A, I think, is still my last place. That's good. Okay. I think a good bit of these are good.
Good.
Hopefully.
Bad, ugly. We'll see.
Those of you that have read the answer key,
How bad?
how bad are
long
we doing?
Terrible.
Don't give us spoilers, but like on a scale to like
hells nah, bro.
scale to being like geniuses and scales of being the dunce of the class.
I'm the dud. He's the genius. Why do you think I sat in the back of the class?
Oh man, do you have memories? So okay, I always have memories of high school, and I'm pretty sure I slept through a lot of classes, and I was a good kid.
You actually went to class?
So yeah, I did, but I was a good kid. I went to class. I did really well. I made like A's and B's, but I have so many vivid memories of just sleeping through so many classes.
I was a good student, freshman and sophomore year. Junior year started to go, and senior year I wasn't even there half the time.
Really?
Yeah,
I was there, but I slept the whole time, and I feel like the teachers never called it out in high school.
Yeah, I know they didn't care.
Yeah, but I did well on my tests and stuff. But like, I feel like I have a weird memory of
Yeah.
sleeping in class. All right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
About what?
The more I'm nosing D, it does smell like an American. Like it's kind of.
I just came back to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and how hot it drinks.
But I think it's good. I may not think it's that good though.
Yeah. Okay, I've got my order, so.
You got yours in. Hold on. Give me a second.
No, take your time.
two
Take
more.
your time.
Did you guys fall asleep in class? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah. Or you like me and just didn't go to class, so you have to fall asleep if you weren't there.
I didn't have a choice though. We had to be on campus, or else they marked us. If you weren't there, you got like your attendance. Like, even if you like were late, you still got your parents got notified at my school.
Mm-hmm.
But they did say they tried to stop us from leaving for lunch. The thing is, we had it off-site.
Oh yeah, we had a lunch pass. You can get on your ID card.
Oh, we weren't allowed to do that.
Oh yeah, we got it. Yeah.
But if you had we had an off-site facility that did like we called it our advanced technology center. It's like that's where I went to my video class. I took a lot of video production classes, but they were like halfway across town. So like I got to leave for lunch. I got to go to Bojangles for me in South Carolina. That was like my thing.
Bojangles.
Yeah, I love Bojangles. So it's like getting in California. Have you had Bojangles? Probably not.
No, I don't know why. I think we drove by it. It's Kentucky.
It's probably
right?
in Kentucky. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like that name's familiar.
To
somewhere.
me, it's like Popeyes but better. So if you like Popeyes, it's like a better version of Popeyes. Oh, I think I have my order. Oh, our order's like, oh shit. Okay, there are two that I've been back and forth about. Hold on.
No spoilers. Don't look at my order. You keep your eyes on your own paper.
I'm gonna lock it in. I'm not gonna change it.
Yep.
I will say our orders are very similar.
Yes.
Very,
Okay.
very similar.
I mean, you let us know in the chat. I want to see the reveal first before you guys know our orders, because I think we're.
Oh, you want to know what's what?
I want to know what's what, and I'm pretty sure you're like me to where the only ones is I think that C is the old tub.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, let's not. Don't read the chat in case they say it.
Oh yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like final guesses, like I have no idea what A was. Besides, it's got to be a single. It's got to be a
my
malt,
guess is
high
A.
malt. Or
my guess
single
A
malt.
is bullet single malt. C is old tub. I'm gonna go with you there.
Yeah, I'm with old tub. B,
You said.
It's so muted on the nose now.
That's one that we said that was maybe low proof.
Yeah, and we were thinking maybe I was thinking maybe a rye just because of the finish.
It's good. I like it. Did we say Blanton's? I don't know. It's not giving Blanton's. I like it. I like B.
Yeah. Either way, I don't have a guess.
D, some sort of American
Or
Canadian
I guess
high proof whiskey.
I haven't had any Canadian besides. What was that one that it was 3 batches and we came with screw top? Alberta Premium.
Oh yeah.
That's the only one I've ever had.
And
Canadian,
I have one of those. So.
That's the one I've had, but that doesn't drink like that. Drinks like an American to me.
Then E is high proof.
I'm with you. My guess is Maker's
something.
I don't think it's larceny, but those are my guesses. And that's fine.
Swan said there is a Bojangles in Versailles.
That's where I've seen it. Thank you.
You're going between, yeah. Your word for drop on the end. I love it. I mean, it's fast food. Like, I'm not saying it's like the most amazing food in the world, but fast food chicken, it's my
fast food chicken. There you go.
All right, so how do we want to do this? Do you want to reveal to the group what our ranking is?
I mean, if you want to, we can.
I'll reveal my ranking, and then just for posterity's sake. So, my last place is A. What is your last place?
My last place is A.
My second to last place is C.
My last is C.
My third place is D.
Mine is B.
My second place is B.
Mine is D.
My first place is E.
And E.
So ours are exactly the same except these two.
Yeah.
Our B's,
second and third.
Yeah, our B's and D's are swapped, but to me they were close. I think it was pretty obvious my E, my A and C. These two, I can interchange them. I like the B because it was more of like a classic flavor. D was definitely that strong, like Canadian something going on.
Yeah.
Swan said it's nostalgic. Doesn't have to be amazing food, just take you back home. Absolutely. All right, so you ready to get into the reveal? Let's do it. I'll do the reveal on my end.
So bad.
Let's start with our last place. Both of us.
Okay, good. You can do each one individually. Okay, so last place is A.
Both of us put A in our last place. So this is our least favorite of the blind flight. Now, before we reveal it, it's just tonight. Maybe if it's something amazing, we might try it different on another night.
But I think we're agreed that it's some kind of single
malt. My
malt.
guess is Bullet single malt, or I was originally going to say Claremont Steep, but I think I finished that. So my second guess is Bullet. Let's go. A. Oh my God, we are so freaking wrong. Wow. A is Rebel. 10-year single barrel.
I only had that once, and that was at your place in Hollywood.
But I love
it. But it's also a single barrel, right?
But I thought it. To be fair, I did only try that once.
The bottle?
Yeah, it's in the closet. It's in the closet in the box.
Yeah. Because I was like, wait a minute. I'm like,
what? That's crazy. That's weirdly not good.
Weirdly not good. Oh crap! Sorry, I'll bring the whole thing over there.
Yeah, bring it up.
It's a fancy box.
I mean, I didn't.
Well, I know. I meant like it's got a lid that covers the other bottle, whatever.
So this is our A, which was our last place.
For anyone who doesn't know, I'll get the bottle out and saying, hold on.
And I've had previous releases of this that have been incredible. This is one, and you can see by the amount that I've drank out of it, not very much.
I'm gonna get this out. Hold on. Having issues with my box.
You
Sorry, people. No, I'm not gonna rip it. There we go. Okay.
So I've not drank very much of it. Okay, yeah. So this is a single barrel Rebel 10-year. Does it show the bottling date? So maybe we can
do filled.
Barrel filled 2012.
So 2022.
Probably 11-ish years old, probably.
Yeah. Okay, and it is, but it's 100 proof.
100 proof. Okay.
Okay, so we were right with the low proof.
That I didn't like that at all.
I've only had it the one time, so I didn't even have a frame of reference for it. I blame you.
Well, Sugar Kitty is backing us up.
Okay.
Rebel's single barrel and Weeders can be very chocolate bomb. You can mistake it for an American single malt. Okay, yes. That's so weird. I normally love this stuff. It is chocolate.
I was gonna say,
that's absolutely chocolate.
Like powdered chocolate. But it's not my jam though.
Not mine either. I will. Okay. This one I've had for probably about a year and a half. I've only drank very little of it. But I did have an older release of this that Don Nishida sent me like several years ago that was amazing. So this is worlds different from that one.
Wow.
All right. Well, let's move to C. C is our
second
our second to last place. Yeah. That one is this.
Please be Old Tub.
What did we think
that
it was?
That was my guess was Old Tub. I don't know about you.
Oh! I give you credit for that because you said it first. You did. So
I was like,
C.
it's that like to me it's super like hot and nutty, but it's like thin. It's not. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, no, you nailed it with that. I thought maybe it might be the 7-year Jim
I
Beam.
thought it was,
like,
but then I'm like, I had it the one time with you, and I actually liked it. Like, it reminds me of like the extra aged Jim Beams that you used to have.
There's a chance that the 7-year Jim Beam might be in one of my top 10 of the year because of the price. Like,
yeah.
So those of you that don't know my top 10, I always incorporate availability and price into it. So I don't get B-Tax. I don't get the exclusive bottles that a lot of channels get, and more power to them. But when I'm making my top 10, it's the top 10 that I was able to get myself. And I consider price, value, all that into it. So that Jim Beam 7-year that I reviewed several months ago still sticks out of my mind. There's actually, I still have a bottle of it. So there's a chance that might be in my top 10. We'll see. I actually am, one of my tiers on Patreon, I give them a sample set every year. Or every year. Every month.
I was like, wow,
no.
a year?
I give them a sample set every month. And what we're doing for November, December, we're combining them. So I'm sending them a blind flight of my top 10. Completely blind. They're going to help me rank them.
Yeah.
There's a chance that might be in there.
That should be fun.
So we'll see. Sugar Kitty called you a genius.
Nah, debatable.
You were guessing all around the Beam products. I was thinking you were going to miss it. Then all of a sudden you both logged in Old Tub. I credit you. You said it first. You absolutely did.
Yeah, but like we were talking about, if you don't like something, you're going to remember it for whatever reason. You're going to remember it very vividly. And
as soon as you said it, I'm like, yeah, that's probably Old Tub.
Yep.
All right. So my third place was D. Yours was
B. So if you want, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you want, let's go with D because B we didn't have a guess.
Right.
So
D was the one that we said.
We both thought was either American or Canadian. I think you were saying more Canadian. I was leaning towards American, but
I'm thinking like an obtainium product or like a cat's eye
distillery. Okay.
That's my guess. Let's see. D equals.
Old
Dominic single barrel.
Isn't Old Dominic Tennessee?
It is a Tennessee distillery. Yes, they are.
Do you want to grab that bottle?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Okay.
Tennessee.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had Old Dominic. Have I?
I bought this when I was in Tennessee with Memphis, like with Donnie and Diana.
Okay.
This is actually their pick.
Okay.
Which is interesting.
Okay, but I guess the next question is, what's the proof on it?
Well, good question. It is a 6-year-old 126 proof. So it's up there.
I was close with the one. I said 130 and above, but again, I'm terrible at proofs. So.
I said 125, so I was closer. I win.
Yeah, okay, you win.
So this is a 120. It's not going to show up on camera.
Yeah.
An Old Dominic single barrel Memphis, Tennessee distillery. This is a straight Tennessee whiskey, 6 years old, 126 proof. If you're curious about the mash bill, which I was saying, like we're thinking like it's rye forward, 75% corn. That's a lot of corn. 13% rye and 12% malted barley.
Well, I was thinking American, so that makes sense with it being that much corn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I would have never guessed this. Like I'm admitting I'm wrong.
I've never even had it. I don't think I've ever tried it. So I've never had anything from Old Dominic.
I like it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that was your second place.
That was my second place.
Yeah, I really like it. It just I would have never guessed Tennessee. Would you?
No.
Yeah.
No, because again, my first thought was like you said, with it being as high a proof, I thought it was.
I was guessing
it was thin. It wasn't like electric barrel proof, kind of rich.
Right, and that's what I was thinking. That's why I was thinking like a light whiskey, like an Obtainium or like one of those. But like, damn, I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, B Sense said Memphis, Tennessee. Swan said they have some different mashes. Their high rye is 44% rye.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not that. This is only 13% rye. Okay. Sugar Kitty said, "I love your guess on this one. I even led you down the path of Massive Reserve. That was exactly the bottle I was thinking of for a light whiskey mix, but I also knew it was totally wrong. No, I honestly I thought it. So like I don't blame you, but that was good. I like it. You know, second place, my third place. So yeah. So now let's move to my second place, your third place, which was B.
Yeah, which we still didn't have any
B.
guesses.
We didn't.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't have a clue.
It's just like a low proof bourbon.
That's right. That was the one that I thought was going to be a rye because I thought it finished with
Could be a
spice
rye.
or a boo rye.
Okay, sorry. I said low proof bourbon. Low proof American whiskey. Like when I say American, either a bourbon or a rye. Like it's not Canadian.
Yeah.
I like it. That's why it was my second place.
Yeah.
It's just so low proof. It's really hard to guess. Let's reveal that one.
Yeah, so let's see.
All right, B. Oh, wow. It's really not that low of proof.
I've only had the one Remus. And I don't think it was that one. Damn it.
So I just posted in the chat. B was Remus Repeal Reserve batch 7.
It's not the sample
bottle? Is it?
I don't know.
That's batch 8. That's the newest one.
Okay.
Batch 7. I can go grab it.
Okay.
Shit, why not?
Crap.
Wow, we both were like, well, it's 100 proof. It's 100 proof, but it's not.
Okay, but low. Okay, so but I'm assuming Remus doesn't distill their own, or they do?
Oh, it's Indiana. It's MGP. It's their own.
Oh, but it's bourbon.
It is a bourbon.
Okay. Yeah. No, I just meant like when I think of Indiana and MGP, I automatically my brain automatically shoots to rye.
Yeah, so Remus
And
Revealed,
that's the rye that I like, is a sweet rye.
they only release this once a year, and this is a blend of some of their oldest stuff. So this is the
Epic
Repeal Batch
fail.
7. So this one is going to be hard to... I'll read it
There
to
you
you.
go, yeah.
It's 100 proof straight bourbon
Awesome.
whiskey.
Okay.
21% of it is 2014 bourbon. Now this... So that's like 9... I don't know when this one came out, so it's really hard. I did a review of it. Hey, look up Remus Repeal Reserve Batch 7 Bourbon Bites. I give you all the details. I don't remember them right now. This has been in the closet for a while, so...
You barely drank any of it. Clifton.
Oh, no, this is my second bottle.
Oh!
Yeah, I bought a bottle and I drank through it, and this is my
Okay,
second bottle.
okay.
So I really do like it. Yeah, I liked it. It just drank lower proof to me. But, you know, they're in our top 3, so they're still really good.
Crazy.
So,
Yeah, I was like, I don't have enough experience with it.
yeah.
Okay.
And Sure Kitty says Remus is in-house MGB.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, awesome.
Okay, well, either
so we have
way-
a Tennessee whiskey. We have a Indiana whiskey. What will be our number one?
Rebel Yell?
That's not last.
That's the last place. And then
I'm
don't
talking about top there.
Oh,
I'm talking
sorry,
about
I
top
apologize. Okay.
All right, we both
okay.
picked Ross and Squibb. Thank you, Emily.
Okay. So we assumed it was either going to be Maker's product or at least a weeded
I think
product.
it's a weeded.
Like,
we're gonna be so wrong, aren't we?
well, I'm almost second guessing myself, and I'm thinking like you're saying. I think it is a Larceny or a Bernheim.
I don't think so.
But I'll just stick with my guess, Makers, and I think it's going to be one of the picks.
Maker's Private Select.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guess
Because
Maker's.
those use the wood finishing flavors or whatever staves. It's not a regular like.
It's not the
cask
regular
strength.
Makers. Yeah. I
Or-
will say I.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was a 46 cask? Do you have that?
No, I don't.
Okay, because I've never had it, so I was like,
I've had it. I love it, but I
Okay,
don't have it.
okay.
All right, so
Okay.
sample E. We're both saying it's a Maker's Mark product. You're saying Private Select. I'm probably gonna say that because I've never had the cellar that you brought, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd be really pissed if it was a seller.
All right. Oh, well, okay, wait, we weren't totally wrong. We weren't totally wrong. Hold on. Let me go to the chat. So this one, actually,
That's what I said.
we nailed the distillery, Maker's Mark.
Yes.
Maker's Mark wood finishing series.
Because I even said it was the heart release, and you're like, no, I just had that last time in my live stream. I don't think it's the heart release. And I'm like,
Well,
it's gotta be the wood finishing series.
You said it's either the heart release or the cellar, and I'm like, well,
Yeah,
I had the heart
I was like,
release,
and I don't think it's the seller.
and I said I had the heart release. It definitely isn't that. So, whatever. We were on.
Yeah.
You got it. Whatever.
Nailed it.
We're not competing.
Nailed it.
We're not competing.
That's fine. I'm very competitive.
But I think
That's
that's pretty good that we both said Maker's Mark.
Yeah,
It's pretty
100%.
clearly their flavor profile.
Yeah, it's definitely a wood finishing. It's definitely, I knew it had to be that.
Mhm.
I figured, but I was like, oh crap. At the last second, I was like, again, second guessing, which is like, we always tell you in the chat,
Yeah.
don't second guess.
The heart.
Go with
So
your gut.
the reason I say that is because when I had it last night, again, I was just drinking it casually. We did a movie night, so we are just drinking. For me, that one drank more. This, to me, drinking it blind was super oaky. And I love that. I love that note. I didn't get that when I was drinking it neat last night. But again, I wasn't thinking about it. I was just drinking it casually, like as friends.
To me, that was quintessential wood finishing from Makers. Whether
okay.
it's a private select, whether it's one of the wood finishing series releases, that's quintessential wood finishing from Makers. So I knew it had to be one of those.
I mean, that was
like, it's good, but it's not wow. But even for $55 at Costco,
yeah,
that's damn good.
Well, how do you feel about your order?
I'm
the only thing I'm upset about is that Rebel 10 year.
I'm surprised. Well, I'm surprised it's Rebel, but I've only had that one sample the one time, and I haven't. Other than that, what else? I guess what even the chat. What else from Lux Row is even close to this bottle of the proof of the age? Because everything I know, like they have the high end Lux Row bottles. Those are all high end expensive bottles.
So why don't we let Brandon try the small batch Lux Row? This is finished in sherry cask. I know you're kind of weird about sherry cask, right?
Yeah, I like sherry.
Let's try it.
Well, at least Scotch sherries, anyways.
It's my glass as well. So I reviewed this a few weeks ago on the channel, but it's a Lux Row product. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in PX sherry cask. So should theoretically be the same barrels that were used to make that.
Okay. Because again, I don't know about you. I don't have that much experience with Lux Row products in general.
Well, a lot of in the past, like before last year, they were sourcing from Heaven Hill, so it was kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of their newest releases. This is their small batch PX sherry cask. They sent it to me for a review. I reviewed it probably a month ago, and I probably don't remember how I thought of it, but we're gonna try it because it's extremely relevant to tonight's stream.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's similar to A though. Wait, no, A.
No, this one's got way more fruit. The
A has funk.
That's what I'm saying. It has some kind of like
that
mold.
Rebel single barrel has a funky. What I said barley. It has something weird. You said mold. You're not wrong. It's got a funk, and I associate it with barley, right?
Yeah, because especially on the palate, like which I guess was the chocolate.
Well, as soon as you said chocolate,
yeah.
I still don't really like A, even going back to it. But E, like I said, is their new small batch bourbon PX cherry cask finish.
It's got.
Sorry, I said E. I said E because I poured it into my E glass.
Yeah.
It's not the E that we reviewed tonight. Yeah, Sugar Kitty says Old Luxro is Heaven Hill. Old Rebel is just like Bernheim.
Okay.
Yeah. This is not the old.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is their distillate then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if even if that is sourced from Bernheim, it's not very good. I've had an amazing Rebel 10-year single barrel bourbon that blew my mind. This isn't it. This is a new release of it. It's not my jam.
I'm almost getting similar notes, but with more fruitiness to it, which I guess would make sense.
To me, this smells like a bourbon, though. That didn't smell like a bourbon. That smelled like a weird raunchy.
No, that had a funk to it. Like this, I'm just getting fruit, spice, and
it's very fruit forward.
Almost like dark notes. I almost want to say chocolate, but
well, you got chocolate on that one.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go for the taste. Cheers. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, thank y'all for watching.
Whoa.
Different. Still get the chocolate.
That is hot.
That is like chocolate covered cherries, but yes, it is hot.
It drinks hot. I think it's only 112.
Oh, did you guess that or did you look at it? it is 112.
Oh, I was like, yeah, because I saw it earlier. I saw 50 something. And I was like, it drinks way hotter than 112.
Yeah.
Like if this was a blind, I would say like 120.
Yeah. To me, it's like chocolate covered cherries. Like it's that sweet candied cherry with a layer of chocolate. Not a very intense chocolate. It's more of like a hint of chocolate.
I don't hate it, but I'm not like, oh my god, I need this.
I agree. I think I said that when I reviewed it. It's like it's good. Way better than the Rebel single barrel.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah. Sugar Kitty said Mash and Journey had a really good Rebel 120 proof pick.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, this one was just 100 proof, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 10-year 100 proof.
Yep, 100 proof.
Cello. Wait, what did we say that's similar to that? What did we say?
I don't know, like limoncello?
I feel like we said something similar to that recently, but it wasn't cello. We didn't say cello.
No, you were talking about cherries. Remember you were talking about chocolate covered
cherries, yeah.
Yeah, I'm indifferent about this. Honestly.
Yeah. I like it. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I just keep going back and forth between the A and the C.
Yeah, there's just something. Hey, what's up, Sean? You're a little late, but it's all good, dude. It's all good. Thank you for joining.
You are late. Yeah, we're wrapping up, but we just did a blind fight. If you missed it, watch the replay. We didn't do awful.
No, we each got 1 out of 5, so that's not bad.
Wait, we each got 1 out of 5. The last one we kind of agreed on.
Okay, so 2 out of 5. It's not helping your case at all. It's still an F.
We got Old Tub. Okay, that's the one you said we both got.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed Old Dominic, never guessed Remus, never guessed. Yeah.
Nope. If I haven't had them, I don't even have a flavor profile.
Okay, I got 1.5 out of 5. You got 2 out of 5. How about that? Yeah.
Sure.
So you beat me. You win.
Yeah. Well, that's only making up for when you beat me in the actual Matt Madness flight we did.
All right. Well, thank you all so much again for watching us on a Saturday night. We appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're watching the replay, hey, leave a comment down below. What was the most surprising reaction we had to these whiskeys? Again, the answer key I'm going to put in the chat right now. Mm-hmm. I was very surprised by a few of them, but I'm pretty proud of us for doing. We did pretty dang good.
It's pretty good.
So this is the final answer key in the chat, putting it on the screen right now. Okay. Yeah. What is this thing? SBB. What is that?
Single.
Oh, sorry. It didn't include the spaces. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, what?
So hold on. Let me repaste that just so it's clear. Put a space. This is the YouTube of it all. Let's see if that does that better. At least I put a space. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, it's close enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Figure it out on your own. Yeah. Just kidding.
It's on the Discord if you guys want to check it out.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Brandon, for coming over. As always, this has been fun.
This is good.
Yeah, he has a few more ideas for live stream. So if y'all want to see us back again live on a Saturday, let us know. Leave a comment down below.
Yep.
or join the Discord and be like, we need more Brandy in our streams. Let us know.
Let me know. I'll gladly come up.
All right. Cheers, y'all. See y'all. I will not be live next week. I'll be traveling, but I will be back the following week. Have an amazing Thanksgiving, whether with your friends, family, or
just have a great Thanksgiving.
Just have a good
you
time.
You do you, boo boo.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, guys.
I will see you very, very soon. Bye.